This is Mike Baca for UCN Live here with Abel Sanchez, the architect of Gennady Triple G Golovkin. We're here at his gym at the summit in Big Bear, California. Golovkin takes on a man they call the special one, Kell Brook. What is his most special asset?
I think he's a great fighter. I think that the fact that he's 36-0 and he's probably the best welterweight in the world, he's an all-round good fighter. I don't think he's the biggest puncher, but all attributes put together make him an exceptional champion.
His biggest win is over Sean Porter, and in that fight, he kind of bullied the bully. He made it a physical fight. Would you be shocked if he tried to do that against Golovkin?
No, actually, when he came in at 176 for the 30-day weigh-in, that kind of is indicative to me that that's what they intend to do. I think they intend to maybe not hang in the pocket with him, but at least be close enough to be able to bully Gennady. And if that's the case, we're going to be treated to a great fight and a great knockout.
My next question is simple. Is this Golovkin's toughest test to date? And if not, who is? Who has been?
No, I think this is the most accomplished fighter to date. Obviously, Lemieux was a big puncher. Curtis Stevens had a great reputation. Dominic Wade was undefeated. Macklin had been had a couple great fights with Sergio, and some of the other guys. Gil was a champion, but as far as accomplishments, as far as what he's looked at and how he's looked at, how he's viewed, and the fact that he's going to have all those people for him in England, I think makes it the most difficult fight to date.
The fight is September 10th in England on regular HBO. It's going to be a matinee broadcast on September 10th. My next question, the WBC title, Golovkin went to Mexico and received it. Was that ceremony a bit underwhelming considering he did not fight and beat Canelo Alvarez in order to get it?
Well, no, we wanted to fight Canelo. Canelo decided to take the coward way out, I'll say it that way, instead of saying to Golovkin that he's not big enough yet. He made all those claims after the Khan fight and after the Cotto fight, not really being truthful to the fans and not being truthful to himself, and then just gives it up. Gives it up without any kind of. In fact, didn't even wait till the last day that it was that he had to. I just felt that was the cowardly way out. He could have fought for it and defended it, and then Gennady wouldn't have nothing to say. When he got belted in Mexico, it wasn't how we would have liked it, but it was the way it had to be because they stripped him. We couldn't have done it in the back alley. It was something that was orchestrated by Mauricio Suleiman of the WBC as far as how it was done. But it was Canelo's choice. It wasn't our choice. It was Canelo's choice.
When he invited you to the ring on May 7th after the Khan win, did you think to yourself, holy shit, this fight's actually going to happen in that moment?
I thought to myself, Abel, you've been completely wrong. You've misjudged this guy. I thought that at that moment he was going to bring a Golovkin over to him on HBO and in front of the 16,000 people that were there and say, now we're going to fight the 17th or the 10th, whatever date that was chosen in September. I honestly thought that was going to happen, but when he started talking and talking all that bravado, then I knew that it was all just a show.
On the day that he vacated the title, did you think of that as just a business decision on his part?
I thought that he was ill-advised. I thought that the things that he said and how he behaved while he had it were things that maybe somebody should have taken him to the side and explained to him what the things that needed to be said and how it needed to be said. I thought that he was letting his fans down. Letting boxing fans down, but most of all letting his fans down because he talks so much crap.
All right, my last question for you. Really interested to know, you guys have been commending Brook for moving up in weight, 2 weight classes in fact, and taking on the challenge. He is a big 147, just to note. But if a light heavyweight champion asked Gennady Golovkin to do the same thing, what would your reaction be?
If the situation financially was there, I would say let's do it. There's no reason why we can't do it, but the situation has to be there. All these fights that are being done for One, for glory for Kell, but two, for money. Obviously, that's why they're doing this. But what would you say the odds are between Kell and Golovkin? What would you say the odds are? The betting odds?
I believe they're 8-1.
8-1. So would you say that's a mismatch?
Not necessarily, no.
The fight that just happened on Saturday was 100-1, and yet nobody's talking about it. 100-1. Why did that fight need to happen? And they're the same weight. So, these questions are sometimes foolish because the Postal Crawford fight, that was a 6-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so if our fight is being criticized, or you're asking me about our fight, there's so many other fights that are the same way. It just so happens that Kell is undefeated, and he is probably the best welterweight in the world. So he's taking a challenge like Leonard did to fight Hagler, like Oscar did to fight Hopkins. What if he's successful? He's taking a chance to be judged in time, not today, but in time, in history. I personally don't think he will be successful, but those are the chances that men take or fighters take because that's what's in them.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's if you tune in on HBO September 10th. For Abel Sanchez, my name is Mike Baca. This is the Undisputed Champion Network.